Welcome to Superchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, and the kind of creators who know to set their green screen up before they turn their camera on. But hopefully everybody is doing well today. Thank you for coming in so early. The very first channel that we're looking at today is the Stock Explorer. This is a recent entry into the Superchat family and a channel that's just been with us for under a month now. But the Stock Explorer has already shown great impact in our community in many different ways. First of all, by engaging chat and engaging conversation, which really helps any host, whether you're in a premiere or a live stream. So I'm very grateful for that. And I'm getting to know this creator and their channel. I've been through a few of their short videos actually just today in preparation. And what you'll find from the Stock Explorer is they do a really good job of talking about some of the products available from the companies as they're talking about stocks. So they do it, I don't know how many people find stocks and, charts and graphs and finance and this and that kind of stuff a little bit, I don't know if I want to say boring. I know it can be to some people. I love that stuff, but I know it's not for everybody. But the Stock Explorer does everything in a very fun way and kind of draws you in. They're definitely a dynamic host and somebody to keep an eye on as far as a channel goes. I'm going to get you to pardon me for a quick second. I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to turn the camera off. I'm going to leave the Stock Explorer here. I'll be right back. Then we'll do our introductions and we'll start getting our wheel spun. You're up? Oh, I gotta run that. I'm not gonna leave it for a few minutes.
Where's my kitty? Hey, Spiky. Hi, Trouble. Oh, you're such good boys. Hi. You silly? Hey, you guys want food?
Alright, pardon me for that. I usually don't take off right as soon as we start with 21 hours to prepare since the last live stream. You'd think I'd be ready. But we're good to go now. So if anybody here in the chat is brand new, like Adventures of Three Gingers, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions, pardon me, that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. My goodness, pardon me, my voice still seems to be having trouble after yesterday. I think we should be good to go. So again, we're looking at the Stock Explorer, our featured channel for today. We feature a different channel every single day on Superchat, or almost every day, based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. With 423 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Adventures of Three Gingers is here for the first time. I believe that we connected a little while back, but if this is your first time in a Tuber Chat live stream, then hopefully you're feeling welcome. And hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members here. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I did something a little bit different today. I added a channel to the wheel right away, which is Fanatic Guide, because they're showing so much excitement in the chat for getting Tuber Chat going, and I really do appreciate that. You know, I love this stuff, and I'm always happy to be here. I'm glad that everybody's getting some value out of the time that they spend here, and I really do appreciate the extra support that Fanatic Guide gives all the time on every channel, as a matter of fact, all of my channels. So I really appreciate that. Charlene Heel is in the house, and they happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away, along with Phyllis Brown. Kristen Welton, my love, is here as a member and a moderator. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here as both as well. Experience Africans is in the house. Antonetta Fun is also a member, so I'll add them right away. And then we'll soon get to adding some names from our chat list onto the wheel. You do not have to be a member or super chat or anything like that to get onto the wheel or the screen. Those things just speed it up a little bit. Modest Moon Gazer's in the house. Always good to see you here. Mrs. VSNC09, another extremely supportive creator. Forks and Chopsticks, good to have you back in the chat. Finding a happiness in all you do is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, and it's great to have you back lately again as well. Embracing Everyday Realities, good to see you here. Doing It with Nini, good to have you back. Call Me Ender is always energetic and spreading a lot of fun everywhere they go as well. I appreciate that. Facing Reality is always at the top of our list for engagement in the chat. They always are not afraid to share lessons learned along their YouTube journey, as well as ask questions and engage conversation, for which I'm grateful. Spotless Com is a dear friend and somebody who supports people like crazy when I'm out back and forth between premieres, live streams, commenting on videos. I run into Spotless Com regularly. Watch WX is another fellow Canadian right here in Ontario, Canada, as a matter of fact, and they've got a 24-hour live stream going. Water Girl Family Adventures, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Chris's Clever Craft is here. Let's get them onto the wheel. And I think we're just about ready to go. So one more time, we're looking at the Stock Explorer. And I'm still getting to know the channel, still getting to know the creator. I've been lucky enough to hang out with them on one live stream already. Like I said, I've been flipping through some short videos today, and I'm looking forward to much more from them. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world if all of us were looking towards monetization on YouTube, and then once it came, we started investing some of that income? So I wonder if we might get some education from the Stock Explorer, and be able to possibly even use it for that purpose. So we'll keep an eye on this channel, and I will get to spinning the wheel in another moment here. Phyllis Brown just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us going today. Phyllis Brown is an generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And I'm almost about to miss a couple of questions, but luckily Christian just came in to let me know. Facing Reality, we'll get to yours first, and Mrs. VSNC09 might have asked something as well. Nurse Leslie, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Princess Beyond Passions, good to see you here. Let me get back to Facing Reality's question. And thank you, Phyllis Brown. I really do appreciate the kind words as well. So let's get Phyllis Brown's channel up on the screen, and then I'll look for Facing Reality. Oh, OBS might be. Oh, OBS is a really involved application to use on any computer. Now, it's like everything else in life. So once you know how to use it, you know how to use it, right? And there's just a strong learning curve for a quick moment. And I promise you that, you know, there's so many people using OBS, particularly on Twitch. It's very, very, very popular, and all the different versions. Stream Elements has a version, Streamlabs has a version, and I intend on doing some tutorials or possibly a live stream where we can go over that and I can describe how to use the thing. I'll try to figure a way to get that done sooner than later. But it did take a little bit of time for me to get things that I wanted as well. I'm using Streamlabs OBS right now, and you can see on your screen the logo in the top left of my screen is part of the background. It's not actually a separate image. And then you have my camera, you have the Stream Boss, which is just a web element that's brought in from Streamlabs. You have panels on the bottom right and left corners for our members and moderators, just for a little bit of extra exposure there. The event list in the middle is for Super Chats and memberships, so they get a little bit of extra exposure after dropping any kind of donation like that. And then as well in the top right, the whole picture that you see with the wheel and the channels that we put on the screen is actually one entire computer screen. If you can imagine, I'm actually using two. So when I look over this way, I'm actually looking at the other screen, which you can't see. When I'm looking this way, I'm looking directly into the webcam on top of my main machine. This is where the image is captured from. So one of these days I'll be able to do a better job of explaining exactly how this works. Maybe a couple of behind the scenes photos will give you an easier idea as well. OBS is easiest to use when you have a dual screen system. And then Mrs. VSNC09, I'm going to see if I can find your question as well. Bonnie Rose, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Nightstar Beauties here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel in another second. WatchWX uses OBS for their servers. You can create your own plugins and things like that. If you're an advanced user, I'm sure you actually absolutely could. I should look into how those are done because I am an intermediate computer programmer as well. I'm just looking for Mrs. VSNC09. Forgive me for all the different things I'm missing in the chat. I don't mean to miss anything. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that I did miss, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention TuberChat Connect and Grow. Hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier and I'll catch it the next time around. Oh, Mrs. VSNC09, I'm trying desperately to find your question. Oh, here it is. Can you explain how swapping playlists is beneficial for both content creators? Thank you for asking that question. So one of the things that we push so hard here on TuberChat is the idea of swapping playlists, right? Now, you can imagine that if you get a lot of different creators running a playlist of your videos, your hours are really going to stack up. But there's actually a couple of more important reasons why I push it so much. So it's a simple arrangement where you're agreeing to run an entire playlist of videos for a creator. They're agreeing to run an entire playlist of videos for you. Now, since you're just running the playlist, you're not obligated to sit and watch every single second of every single video. So you can do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, or on another device, or in another window on your computer if you have one, and things like that. So it's really easy to do. Now, it is best always to do as much as we can for other creators when we're connecting and when we're supporting them. So if you can comment on some of the videos or like some of the videos, that's great. The more you do, the better it is for them. And you'll find that lots of people will be willing to do the same thing for you. It is a best practice to give a comment to at least the first and last video in the playlist, just to let them know you've started and finished. But let's just imagine for a second that you have 20 videos in your playlist on your channel. Now, you get somebody to run that playlist, they've just run 20 videos for you, that's great. But when you think about the fact that you've traded favors with this creator and now have a friendship started, imagine the fact that you're hopefully going to put out at least 50 more videos this year, and that potentially leads to a lot more watch time from that creator who now is a friend and is that much more interested in supporting you. So it's a thought more than anything else, but we've been doing this for a long time here in Superchat. We know that it works. Lots of creators have, found themselves monetized. It's not just from swapping playlists. That's just a bit of a boost to make things a little bit faster on top of your organic growth as well. So hopefully that's a good explanation. If I have missed anything, then if anybody has any more questions, something you want me to clarify about it, I'll be happy to do that. If you have not swapped playlists with anybody before and you want to give it a try, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, Superchat. I'll do it with you the first time if you'd like, and then I can let you know about the different things people will expect. Cocking 916, good to see you in the house. Shanice Reviews, good to have you here. And for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So forgive me because I got into that speech, so I'm kind of falling behind here. Phyllis Brown is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She brings us a lot of variety on her channel. Obviously some delicious looking content here as well that you can check out. I hope that you will, and we see Phyllis Brown with us all the time. Thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. I just want to get the wheel spun. We'll get Experienced Africans up here, and I'll take a look at who else has come in on the chat. I don't mean to miss anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see Target X187 is back. Good to see you here. Arlana Flowers, good to have you in the house. Boss Lady Denise is here, another extremely supportive creator. And I don't mean to forget to mention Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete PA, because Michael's Adventures I talk to like so often. They're in the Copyright Free Music channel just about every day. We message each other on Facebook or Instagram and things like this. Scratch and Pete PA happens to be a fellow Canadian, actually only moments away from where I am located in Ontario, Canada, as a matter of fact. But these are two of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube that I've met in my time of over 4.5 years now. And they're always here as beloved and dedicated moderators for us. Because they're here so often, I don't mean to overlook. We always look at Scratch and Pete's channel. We'll see that soon. And Michael's Adventures is always with us whenever they can be. Whenever they can't, they always send their well wishes as well. So Lenny the Lawyer Live, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Again, forgive me if I've missed anybody. I certainly don't mean to. Forks and Chopsticks is here. And I did want to mention one more thing, because the specific question that Mrs. VSNC09 asked was, how is it beneficial to both creators? So obviously you're building up the watch hours. The two more important things are the fact that you're trading favors, so you've got a friendship started with a creator. This is the #1 reason why I push it on Superchat. As well, if you can imagine, when somebody's running a playlist of your videos, they're running each entire video through that playlist, so that can pump your averages up on your channel for, time per video viewed, if you want to look at it that way. So there's a lot of benefit to it. Then when we start talking about creators who are already monetized, obviously there's benefit there, because either ads are going to run or you got premium income and things like this. And those small amounts, even the pennies add up to dollars and things like that. And then when we hit the Stock Explorers channel, we can find out what to do with those dollars. And that's our featured channel for today. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. We're looking at Experienced Africans, another extremely supportive channel. I'm still getting to know the content over here and the creator behind the channel. But hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. With 884 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. So I don't think that I've missed anybody in the chat. I think we're good to go. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and then we'll see what's happening with them. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do If you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and I will appreciate it greatly. Nightstar Beauty is coming up right now. This is a creator, Maria, that is an extremely dynamic host. So when I hover over a couple of videos here, you're going to be able to see right away, like, extreme confidence when it comes to the camera. I think that can be inspiring for a lot of creators. She does have a pro camera, and she does do some great editing, which really helps. But she is a compelling storyteller, and what happens is, in her videos, particularly her tutorials, she will give you a before and after look. She's still able to keep the conversation and video going while she's like applying makeup in most cases, which is really, really cool. So this has been a fully pro channel right from the start. As well, when we go back and look at what she was doing with her channel from the beginning, you'll see a slightly different presentation in the thumbnails, but still matching what she's doing here. Those face close-up face shots are always something that's known as very clickable when it comes to thumbnails. A lot of the bigger YouTubers who teach, like Think Media, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, Sonny Lenarduzzi, and these will talk about the fact that thumbnails like these are very clickable. So that, along with the banner, along with the avatar, this creator has had an instinct for branding right from the beginning and presentation. So definitely a channel to keep an eye on. 682 subscribers right now. She's on the road to 700 and getting close. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And she is definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I see her out supporting a lot of other creators as well. As you can see, there's generosity here as well. They've done a 500 subscriber giveaway here, which is very cool. I'm always happy to see that from creators as well. So Chris's Clever Craft is coming up right now, and MTGV TV2 is in the house. They've got two channels, of course. Derek's Journey's in here as well. Let's get you onto the wheel. And we're looking at Chris's Clever Craft right now. When we look at this channel, we're going to see, and thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed your name up. Cali King 916. Sorry, when I read that, I thought it was caulking, as in like what you would do around a window or a bath stall or something like that. Cali King 916. Very cool. And thank you for the kind words. Hopefully you're feeling welcome, like I said, and hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members here. And thank you, Lenny the Lawyer Live. Ace Flaw 1 is here. That is Andy. He's been with Superchat from the beginning. When we look at Chris's Clever Craft, we see that they are putting a lot of focus on featured channels here. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that has both on your audience and the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages like this. So I'm happy to see this from Chris's Clever Craft. If you have featured Superchat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Derek's Journey, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. That makes Derek's Journey our stream boss for today. And if you look at the video game life meter under my camera, you'll see that Derek's Journey will get a little bit of extra exposure now for that. And then when we look at Chris's Clever Craft, we click over to the videos page and we see a lot of variety here. There are do-it-yourself videos. There is a great look at the creator behind the channel. Just a few weeks ago, he actually did a video to update us on what to expect coming up. And we've joined them a couple of times for premieres where we got a great look at the outdoor footage surrounding their home life, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will support on all of my channels, and I put a lot of focus on that because I want you to know, like, if somebody's willing to do something for anybody, they might also be willing to 400. Adventures of Three Gingers. Yeah, we talk about featuring other channels very often, and sometimes we talk about how exactly to do it as well. So I can go over that if you would like. Right now we're going to look at Derek's journey because they did drop a super chat on us. So we'll look at this channel and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. I'm going to get you to pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back and then we'll talk about Derek's journey. Live streaming for whatever reason. We are backed up and tethered, so that's okay. And hopefully we're not, are we going to lose our stream and all that? If we lose the stream ever due to an internet connection, we will restart one time. Just so you keep an eye on our community tab to see when it's going to come up. But we'll see what's happening. In the meantime, like I was saying, on the front page of Derek's journey, we see that there are a lot of featured channels. So Derek's journey, when we go over to the videos tab, we see that there are a lot of videos where he's intending on inspiring and motivating us, particularly with fitness. So a lot of these challenges that you see each month, he's doing a different steps challenge. But then as well, we get a great look at the family life behind this creator. We see a Halloween video, Halloween looking video right here. And then we've also got a get to know us video. So this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, where we get to have a look at the creator behind the channel. And I really enjoy that from different creators. Forks and Chopsticks, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to make that channel the next one that we look at, and then I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list. So I am tethered. It doesn't always catch. I don't know what we can do to improve anything over what I've already done, but as a I don't live in Toronto. I live about an hour and a half away, so our internet is kind of second tier, if you want to call that. It's still great, but it's not that fiber optic 5G that Toronto and bigger cities like that get to enjoy. So once in a while we have trouble with the internet, but you can also tether onto your mobile device. Now, it's not advisable to do heavy long streams on a mobile device because you're going to chew through data pretty quick. But you can use it as a backup or something to get through. I'm lucky enough to have a data plan that, even if we lost a couple of streams and had to run them on mobile, we'd be okay. The only problem is whether the computer itself can pick up that internet signal that's supposed to be bridged together fast enough after one of your connections drops. You'll notice, for those of you who can see it, you have to be on a computer for this, I'm sure. At the top of my screen, I've got this little green icon up in my menu bar. This is actually telling me if I've got an internet problem or not. So when this is green, we're good to go. If it changes to yellow or red, we gotta beware. But like I said, we're tethered, so we should be good to go. So that's Derek's journey, fully monetized. Hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. Already with 1,250 subscribers, or halfway to 1,300. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, and they have super chats and memberships available when you get there. As well, Forks and Chops. And I was going to say I'm behind with your channel. I've actually, I guess, caught up, but I'd like to get another added into a special playlist I've got that I made called, so that I can literally catch up with channels and not let it go too far. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder for all of us to support each other as much as we all might like. So you can use different tools and things like this so that you can stay up to date with different creators. Make sure you don't fall too far behind. So I'm going to get some more names for our wheel. TWTTV, thank you for coming in. See enough to get a good idea to give a great presentation about this channel, but they say new videos every week, and we can see when we look at videos. Let me see what they've come up with lately. This is what I should have done. I should have added one of these. I'm going to add your premiere into my catch-up list. This is going to happen tomorrow, a little bit after Tuber Chat. So we know that if you connect with these creators today, you're going to have fresh content for them tomorrow. So that will be very cool. All that fluff and stuff is in the house. Good to see you here. And then I did say I was going to add some names to the wheel, so let me get that done right now. Makeup Mom and Son is in the house. I got to get them onto the wheel. She's here as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to add Mrs. VSNC09 onto the wheel. Fanatic Guide's already on there. Facing Reality, of course, will be there. Adventures of Three Gingers is already going to be added to the wheel. So for those of you who are brand new, the wheel does not work just alone on the idea of how long you're here. It's also how much you're interacting in the chat with other creators and things like that. So I have a robot that helps me with this. It's called Botissimo. And you'll recognize the name because it drops messages through the chat once in a while. It's similar to Nightbot or Streamlabs and things like that. So, Adventures of Three Gingers is already up towards the top of the list. Forks and Chopsticks has 641 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. So thank you one more time for your super chat. By the way, you've knocked a little bit of life off of our brand new stream boss. Now we're looking at Spotless Calm. Spotless Calm has become a dear friend. This is somebody who supports every single day, and I'm pretty sure when I get to their channel, I'm going to find out I'm behind again. They do live streams or premieres almost every single day. Oh, okay, maybe I'm mistaken. Did you not do one? I thought there was one that said it was new in the search results here. See, this one says 1 day ago, and then when I go to Spotless Calm's channel, oh, maybe because I have to go into videos. Ah, okay, there we go, yes. Because sometimes they do premieres and sometimes they do live streams. So there's a lot of different content. It's almost every single day. Either way, there'll be a live chat running. So there is almost always somebody in the chat. There's always conversation going on whenever they're streaming or running a premiere. It's a great place to meet even more friends and family members for your channel. And Faye Blatcher's in the house. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. When you talk about the idea of a supportive creator, so Spotless Calm is here every day. They're also on our royalty-free music channel every day as well. So for those of you who haven't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as royalty-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. We also have a virtual 24-hour live stream running on that channel where there's almost always somebody in there. There's almost always conversation to be had. And you can meet more friends and family members over there virtually 24 hours a day. Shards of Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, Modest Moon Gazer, I think you weren't here yesterday. I was hoping that we were going to stream on Monday. Well, not hoping, but I'm just saying we usually stream on Monday. It was Modest Moon Gazer's birthday, and we ended up having to cancel the stream on Monday. Not for anything bad. I just had some family stuff to take care of. But we missed our chance to wish Modest Moon Gazer a happy birthday that day. So it's a few days past now, but either way, it's good to have you here. I'm sorry that I had forgotten that for a few minutes. And Shards of Gaming is in the house. Good to see you here. Spotless Calm has 611 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 they're thinking about. What you'll find from Spotless Calm is an extreme amount of support. We actually joke with each other when we run into each other and other people's premieres and live streams about how we're bouncing around all the time, and they're an extremely supportive creator. They're out supporting many creators at a time, always. And then Facing Reality is coming up right now. So with 721 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther on the road to 800. Lady S and family, good to see you here. Facing Reality is a very special creator here in the Tuberchat family. Definitely a shining jewel. She is somebody who is not afraid to engage conversation in every different way, whether it's simple conversation, whether it's sharing information about lessons learned along the way, asking questions about things to be clarified. And I really appreciate when people engage conversation like that here in Tuberchat, because the more we can discuss all the different things that we go through or wonder about when it comes to YouTube and all the things we have to deal with, the better we can all do, myself included. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I constantly strive to improve and you know, bring better production value both to my own channels, the other channels that I run, and I wish for everybody to be able to have it a little bit easier than it was, let's say, last year. Causes wasting money. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then thank you, thank you, Shards of Gaming. They're working on a game right now. Very cool. I appreciate even the lurking. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend here in Tuber Chat. I just hope that you get some value out of the time that you're here, particularly meeting new friends and family members, but as well when somebody like Facing Reality is engaging conversation in the way that I talk about. I think there's something that we can all learn. The more information we take in, whether it's good or bad, is going to you know, add to our pool of knowledge where we're going to be able to make better decisions through. JD Knight 7 is the first channel from Jeremy D-Day, who's in the chat right now. We'll look at both of those when we get them up on the screen. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here right now, and there's MTGV TV with their original channel. So they've got two almost identical names, so you can connect with them on both channels as well. Facing Reality will always say, please don't be shy, come say hi. Yes, absolutely. The best success is always found here in Tuber Chat by making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them, and then knowing they'll come back and do the same for you. We believe wholeheartedly in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. And I see that Makeup Mom and Son, did you do a stream today? Or did you, oh, maybe you skipped today. The next one is on Halloween, next Sunday, which will be very interesting. And with one of our members, the Patrol, Paranormal Investigations. Very cool. And Rose Kitchen, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Scratch and Pete PA says it perfectly. Makeup Mom and Son to a lot of people here in the Tuber Chat family is a great friend and a generous supporter. Absolutely. All that fluff and stuff is talking about cost $13 to win $7. Yeah, that falls in line with a lot of my lottery plays as well. I don't play a lot, but when I do, I can't say I'm up over my lifetime. Definitely not. So Makeup Mom and Son, as Scratch and PPA points out, is a great friend to a lot of creators, not to mention an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She happens to be a gold member here in Tuber Chat. Now, she's also a moderator, for which I'm grateful, but as a gold member, we see her channel every 6 minutes or so. Nita VR Designs, good to see you here. And Makeup Mom and Son does a bit of variety on her channel. So a lot of makeup talk, a lot of unboxing videos, product reviews, and recently has started a series. Now, she started live streaming many months ago, and if you can imagine, her very first live stream was rated 3 times. So I think that speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel, to know that they have so much support coming in. There's only one way you get that happening, it's by putting that out there. The Alaskan RC guy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Makeup Mom and Son's actually going to go live shortly, which is very cool. So today we're going to go, actually after Tuber Chat, we will visit Emotion for a live stream. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter and a dear friend of ours. He's also here as a member and a moderator. And we'll see how long his live stream is going to be. We never really know. They can go anywhere from 20 minutes to 40 minutes and maybe even longer, but we'll see what they've got going on for us today. Makeup Mom and Son might still be live after that. She does her series every Saturday, with the exception only of next week where she's going to run it on Halloween. So 904 subscribers. She is officially on the road to 1K. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. You'll enjoy the kind of variety that comes from the content on her channel, as well as the kind of support that comes back from an extremely generous creator like this. So Adventures of 3 Gingers is going to be up on the screen for the first time now. By the way, the Stock Explorer is our featured channel for today, so if you haven't already connected with them, I hope that you will. They are also a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Lord Texas Boy Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Lenny the Lawyer live, yeah. I forget what they say. You have a better chance of being struck by lightning twice than winning one of those 6 or 7 number lotteries. I know. There's a lot of channels here in the Tuber Chat family, and it's a huge genre that's out there in lottery scratch tickets, and scratching those lottery scratch tickets. And it's really interesting, but when I have done a lot of playing, I just play casually now. Kristen and I both play a couple of the local lotteries here just for fun. But when you play some of the ones that have lower odds, the idea then might be that you expect to win a little bit more. Now, still, never up by any large amount. And there you go. Yes, the Stock Explorer says the stocks have better odds. They certainly do, especially McDonald's and Disney, and I'm forgetting the other ones I saw, Chex Mix. I forget what you called the company that owns Chex Mix. I just watched those couple of shorts videos today. Yes, the stocks will have better odds for sure, because it's so unlikely that you're going to lose everything, even if they do dip a bit, right? And especially if you're long time playing. Oh, there you go. Okay, Lenny the Lawyer Live is talking about the same type of thing here. We'll try to play lottery with your wife. This is a channel that I'm still going to get to know. We recently connected outside of Tuber Chat, but it's great to have you here for the first time. So I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take this apple cider video and add it into a special playlist I've made for myself to catch up with creators, make sure I don't fall too far behind. Getting to know these creators, it looks like pure variety on this channel, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well, and pushing them a little bit farther along while we get to know them. I'm going to take a moment to add some more names to the wheel as well, because we're there right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. And my pleasure, Adventures of Three Gingers, to have your channel up here. I'm glad to have you here for the first time. Call Me Ender will come up on the wheel now. And Fanatic Guide's already there. Princess Beyond Passions will come up along with Nurse Leslie. Nurse Leslie was at one time Health, Humor, and Motivation, a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, and just with a bit of a name change there. She's been making regular appearances again, so hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to that loyal and dedicated supporter. Now we're going to look at Kristen Welton. This is my love. She is here as a member and a moderator, and she has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. She just put a video out. She always puts videos out on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and she's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships. Over the last couple of months, she's done a facelift to her channel with a new banner, new avatar that's kind of suitable, considering the unboxing videos that she does, as well as you can see that the thumbnails now are all somewhat uniform, right? She's had some success with shorts. She has collaborated with other creators and done a lot of lifestyle videos. She does the featured channels collaboration. Even though she's monetized, she's willing to swap playlists with other creators as well. And she does a lot of product reviews. So we see that regularly. We see some of these BoxyCharm videos, as well as lots of other things, including sponsored videos, which she's recently gotten into as well. Skipping Tin, thank you for coming back in. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming again to Superchat, and Emotion just walked in. This is the creator I was talking about earlier. We're going to see Emotion in a little while after Superchat, probably in another hour and a half or so, where we'll go and watch a live stream, which will likely be a compilation of their original works. Cute Goth Girl Gamer is in the house, and we'll get them up here onto the wheel as well. They happen to be a member, as is Emotion, of course. And then, yeah, the Stock Explorer, she definitely does. I just want to see something here, because she mentioned to me to watch the beginning of this video, and I haven't watched the video yet at all, but we just want to see the intro. There you go. The Stock Explorer will enjoy that. I'm sure a lot of people will. She's getting ready for an unboxing video. So that's interesting. I'll have to watch that video afterwards, and hopefully you'll enjoy it after you connect with her. She's already halfway to 1,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Doing it with Nini's in the house, and I see that AG Born Jamaican has just come in. They happen to be a member, so I'll put them on the wheel right away. And let's spin the wheel. I finally, last week filmed a couple of videos. Again, I'm always behind on my personal channel, and I got one of those fully produced today, so I'll put that out next week. And I've got another one that shouldn't take, I might even have that produced by the end of the weekend, so I can get back on track. One of the things I recommend to everybody is to put out at least one quality piece of content per week. If you're not already there, just get there as quick as you can. And that is enough to make your channel grow. And then the things we're doing here just speed the process up. Jack Dawson, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. He's done that to us many times. Jack Dawson also happens to be a member, but they are an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So we'll look at their channel next. Tell you love, support, and respect is the key, which is absolutely the case. That's what you'll find from him and from the community that surrounds him. Nurse Leslie was a creator that I was drawn to right away after coming into the Tuber Chat community a while back. Many months ago, her channel was named Health, Humor, and Motivation, and it's now just gone under a name change. Nurse Leslie is with us. She is a compelling storyteller and does a lot of variety in videos, but with inspiring and motivating stories, as well as you can see a little bit of, I don't know what exactly to call this video, like I'm still behind, I haven't watched this yet, but this is not so much a how-to video as just informative, right? So there's a little bit of education and information here we can learn from Nurse Leslie, and definitely a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And Diary of Amabel, good to see you in the house. They happen to be a member as well, so I'll get them on the wheel. And hopefully our internet connection will hold. Yeah, it seems to be okay. So I don't know, maybe there's some servers that are having trouble, but it should be solid. Now, I did restart the internet as I'm supposed to every time I start live streaming. I made sure to do that. I reset the computer today and all that good stuff. So hopefully it'll hold itself together. If it breaks anytime soon, we'll restart one time, but if we get through another, let's say, half hour or so, then we'll just let it go for today. But we should be okay. So this is Nurse Leslie, and like I said, she's been a long time loyal and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat. With 512 subscribers, she's already halfway on the road towards 1K. We see the community tab is there, which is a great thing now that all creators over 500 will get that. And next we're going to look at Jack Dawson. So thank you one more time, Jack Dawson, my dear friend, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. When I look for Jack Dawson, it's an unbelievably popular name on the internet, right? Because of the lead character in the Titanic movie. So when we look for Jack Dawson, I look for Jack Dawson MLB The Show, or Call of Duty, or Assassin's Creed, or Final Fantasy, or any of the really like huge video game titles. Because Jack Dawson plays these on their channel during their live streams. He streams almost every single day, and as you can see, I try to catch him as often as I can. Usually comes out to be a couple of times a week. And what you'll find is that Jack Dawson is a fantastic commentator. He's able to keep up with the gameplay as well as let you know what's happening and keep up with the chat at the same time, which is really something to see. And then as well, an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He will always be pushing other creators to connect in the same way that we do here in Superchat, always wanting to make sure that people are making new friends and family members for their channels. During his streams, as you can see, he says love, support, and respect is key. You'll find that from him and from the community that surrounds him. Like I said, with 1,750 subscribers right now, he's halfway to 1,800. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. And Jack Dawson has been a long time dear friend to Superchat, so I hope you'll connect with them if you haven't already. Red Ruby Sky just came in, so I've got them on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. There you go. Yes, the Stock Explorer. He really does. There's a lot to it. For those of you who live stream, or especially if you're thinking about doing it, not that I want to intimidate anybody, but there's a lot to it when you have to live stream and keep up with the chat. I still am not great at keeping up with the chat, and never have been. I believe I've improved finally over the last couple of years, but it's something to think about. One of the most something to think about is this: when you have so much work that goes into getting people to come to your channel, when you think about that, especially for the first time, you would hate the idea that somebody might just take off and never come back again because they felt ignored in your live stream. This is one of the reasons why it can help to have moderators. You know that here on Superchat, I take moderating extremely serious. Every moderator that we have on this channel has a very long speech that goes behind my friendship with that individual creator and why they are a moderator here. But when you have mods that really have your back and truly will help you, that can really help the whole dynamic of your channel, and especially your live streams and premieres. Because when you have moderators, for instance, that are welcoming new people into the chat, they will be a lot more forgiving about the fact that the host hasn't mentioned them yet, while the host, like somebody like myself, might be going through a speech or a tutorial or something like that before stopping to welcome new people coming into the chat. It can really help, so it's something to think about. For anybody that's been here many times before, I put a lot of focus on moderators. So Cute Goth Girl Gamer is here. This is a long-time, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. She does a lot of variety on her own channel. She does StreamYard panels, which we can see some of these go on for 9 hours even. Many hours usually, and then as well she does a lot of video gameplay during live streams as well. Sometimes she makes music while she's live streaming, posts those songs up as well, and then sometimes she does random live streams from work and things like this, which is really cool. So we get a great look at the creator behind the channel, as well as the different variety that she brings to us, primarily with live streams, and posts almost every single day. And thank you, everybody, Makeup Mom and Son and my other friends and moderators, for reminding everybody to thumbs up all the time. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. We're going to look at Fanatic Guide in a moment. I'm going to take a break. We'll come back with that channel. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And did Rambling come in here? That's a brand new member, actually, to Superchat. Oh, maybe not. I don't see them yet. All right, we'll take our break. We'll come back and we'll see who's still with us. And Fanatic Guide will be coming up next. looking at Fanatic Guide. This is an extremely supportive creator. So as a matter of fact, I put this channel on the wheel today specifically for that reason. Fanatic Guide has been a supportive creator to myself and Superchat for a long time. They support on all of my channels. They go over and above here in Superchat and outside to make sure to support, and I just appreciate that. Today they just happen to have a lot of energy when it came to excitement about Superchat starting for the day, so I wanted to make sure we got that channel on the wheel right away. I'm adding Scratch and PPA right now, and Fanatic Guide, like I said, just is an unbelievably supportive creator. So they first of all come around, which is, you know, something we all wish for, right? Regularly, Fanatic Guide is here every day. They're in our royalty-free music channel almost every day as well. They're very much responsible for our big jump in hours over the last long while. Kamikaze, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me, I think there was one more channel that just came in when we went on break there, and forgive me, I didn't mean to not welcome you. Let me see what that was. Child Please, very interesting name for a channel, but very cool. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is in the house, and they happen to be a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. And again, we're looking at Fanatic Guide, so there's a lot more to this channel than gaming. There's a lot more to this creator than their channel. Like I said, they engage conversation. This is one of the biggest things that can really help any host, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream, when you engage conversation in all the different ways that you can. And Fanatic Guide does this regularly as well. I also see them out supporting a lot of other creators also. Bluehost Travels, good to see you in the house. That social couplepreneur with a second channel. Bonnie support that comes back from this creator. There's obviously a lot of engaging content for us when we get there. So hopefully everybody will support Fanatic Guide if you haven't already connected with them, and enjoy the kind of support, like I said, that comes back from a creator like this. So I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now, because we are in the second half of the live. See what is going to happen with that. I saw my internet flash there, and we did get our yellow icon to say that it wasn't going to work. Oh, are we done? Did it go off, Lover? Or is it back? Oh, it says welcome back. Okay, got a few people saying we're still here. So we were with Call We Ender right now. This is an extremely engaging creator with 400 coming up, because we know that the rule recently changed where we have creators now with 500 subscribers that are going to have community tabs, where the rule used to be 1,000. So Call Me Ender does a lot of Dead by Daylight, which is a very popular game. We've got a few channels here in the Superchat family that play game, and hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get over there. Call Me Ender also engages conversation regularly in the chat, which is always a great help to any host. I know I keep saying this many times today, but they're extremely supportive as well. So Call Me Ender supports on all of my channels. As a matter of fact, they've gone as far as to raid our music channel at one point. For those of you who haven't seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Like I said, we'll push them a little bit closer to 500. Thank you everybody for sticking around. I know the internet seems to be playing games with us today, but hopefully we're going to be able to hold it together for a while longer here. In another hour or so, we're going to go and visit Emotion for another live stream. We'll go and raid over there. They will give us a compilation of their original works. They are a talented singer and songwriter. We always have a good time when we hang out with Emotion. They will allow and encourage everybody to connect in their live stream the same way that we do here. So thanks everybody again for hanging out. Tiffany wears t-shirts, is a dear friend. It's good to have you in the house as well, an extremely supportive creator. This is GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. One of the things that I notice about this particular creator is the fact that they are out supporting other creators regularly. When I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them all the time supporting others, and I'm always happy to see creators supporting each other that way. And thank you, yes, Modest Moon Gazer, we're at 70 thumbs up now, so thank you everybody for that. Channel 13 Bradford, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm just going to take GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team's latest video and add it into a special playlist that I have. And then thank you, Kamikaze. Yes, I'm always doing well. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you are too. I just added your video, GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, into a special playlist that I made called Catch Up, which is for the purpose on the wheel right away, now that I see them in the chat. And I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels. And we'll try to get through as many as we can before we go for our raid to emotion. This is Scratch and Pete PA. This is one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. I've been on for about 4.5 years now, and Scratch and Pete PA is just a powerhouse of support for other creators. And you find that coming back to him in the video series that he puts out, because he premieres every video. He's just set up the new premiere for this coming Tuesday. These always fall around the lunch hour at exactly 12:15 every Tuesday in the Eastern time zone. And you can always bet that Scratch and PPA will have the premieres ready to go several days in advance. Hopefully you've got the notification bell on so you don't miss them. He's got 793 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 that he's thinking about. And he'll soon be on the road to 900. So Scratch and PPA is so unbelievably supportive to other creators that what happens is during his premieres, you see just an unbelievable flood of support coming back to him. It is not unreasonable for him to have anywhere from 30, 40, maybe even 50 people in the chat at a time, and it is very high energy, very fast paced, faster than Superchat, faster than most live streams that you have seen. And it makes it a lot of fun to be a part of, very energetic. And as well, the videos are in an interactive series. So what that means is you get the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. And it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and makes that a lot of fun to be a part of as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy that when you get over to this channel, and you'll enjoy the kind of support that comes from Scratch and PPA when you connect with them. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and Scratch and PPA is always here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, for which I'm eternally grateful. And Prince, somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Princess Beyond Passions has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, and they were one of the first creators, as a matter of fact, to use our copyright-free music in one of their shorts videos a while back. I can see I've got to catch up with your channel. I'm going to take your latest video and add it into a special playlist I've made called Catch Up, so that I can make sure I don't fall too far behind with creators, and I'll make sure I get to that within the next day or so. Princess Beyond Passions is fully monetized, so there's super chats and memberships available when you get there, and with over 1,600 subscribers, it looks like she's got that locked in. About it's pure variety on this channel, but you can see a little bit of how to, and there's obviously much to be learned from this creator as well. Mortgage with me, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll move a little bit faster. We'll get through some more channels. We're going to try to get as many channels on the screen as we can before we go in another 45 minutes or so to visit writer for a live stream compilation of some of their original works. And we'll see what Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has got going on here. You'll find a few creators from